Hello folks, this is Mike's Toontown and I'm back with another update video. Now, the last update video I made was regarding a vacation I was taking. I went on vacation to Florida and I had a good vacation. However, I should have expected something like this to happen, especially since I went to places like Disney World. Actually, I stayed at Disney World because they have this thing where you stay within the resort and you have to stay in the resort. It's a lot of complicated crap that I'm not about to talk about. But, yeah, something that I should have expected happened after the trip. I got COVID. Yeah, I tested positive for COVID. And let me just tell you, all those people who say COVID is the worst, it is the worst. So wear your masks if you're in highly populated areas. So I had to take like a long week off to recover. It was not fun the slightest, let me just tell you. Thankfully, though, I no longer have COVID, although I have not fully recovered. I still have a small cough that might happen during this update video. It's unscripted if you couldn't tell. And I also lost part of my voice. Now, if my voice does sound a tiny bit different, that's the reason. Now, I can still do characters like Kermit and Bart and SpongeBob, but the problem is I can't do characters that I need to like put my voice in the back of my throat for. So I can't do Winnie the Pooh, I can't do Gurr, I can't do Dog, I can't do Winslow, I can't do Zim, and I can't do Mickey Mouse. And to show you that I can, I'm going to actually do the voice. I'm going to do Mickey right now. This is what he sounds like right now. It really doesn't sound that good. And then Zim, I'm Zim. You can tell that, like, it sounds more like a dying mermaid man. And I also can't yell, which Zim does a lot of. So that's probably part of it. And also, that means characters that require yelling, like Whammy, are impossible for me to do. So, yeah, even characters I can do sound off. So, I'm not going to be coming back right away. And to make matters worse, something even worse happened to me recently. So, I've mentioned in past update videos and in past videos that things were getting tough for us because we had to take care of our 91-year-old grandmother. Of my 91, no, sorry, that was in character, unscripted, and I'm not gonna want to go through this whole stupid thing again. But yes, I've mentioned my 91-year-old grandmother in many videos. And this year, I made an update that she entered hospice, and I had to put cartoony gameplay Let's Plays on a hiatus because I had to take care of her. So that's what happened, and one-offs, usually came around. So uploads became really not as common as they used to be, at least at the beginning of the year or even last year. So I've been taking care of her. That's how it was for the last few months until yesterday. We knew that it was coming when we put her in hospice, because that's what happens, when you're dying. And yeah, folks, she died. So my 91-year-old grandmother has passed away, and I have a mass, a wake, and a funeral to attend to next week on Thursday and Friday. So that's going to be hard for me to deal with and hard for me to recover from. So I hate to say this, folks, but that Halloween Plush Brain Storytime video I promised is not happening this year. I am deeply sorry, but sometimes life hits you hard to the point where you need to break a few eggs and make some sacrifices. And that's one that I'm going to have to do. I deeply promise it next year. Even though I don't usually like working in October or November or the end of the year on big projects, I will make an exception next year and, as an apology for this year. But you got to understand, family comes before videos. I can promise that What's Cooking SpongeBob will still happen next month, so you don't have to worry about that. And hopefully by next month, I should be making videos again, and my voice should be fully recovered. And next year, you folks should actually be looking forward to some stuff. So, as I said before, I've had to put cartoony gameplay Let's Plays on hiatus because I had to take care of my grandmother. And I've been recording my videos out in the pool house, my main Plush Brains videos out in the pool house because, again, we've been taking care of her. And there was a time, if some of you remember, where I used to record Plush Brains videos in my main house, but that was very short-lived, or at least only like a few years lived, when, you know, she broke her leg from trying to do something, which led to us moving her upstairs where I usually did my recording. But yeah, now that she's no more, once I recover from everything, I can tell you that things should move on a little bit faster now. Now that I'm no longer taking care of her, I'll be able to start doing Let's Plays again. I might be able to get some scenes in different locales for the Plush Brains gang. So, even though I am going through a lot right now, it ultimately will benefit you guys in the long run. I mean, it doesn't make me feel good right now, honestly, saying this, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, because even though I'm going through a lot right now, I'm just letting you know that this hiatus will eventually lead to something good. Plus, I do have big plans next year, as next year marks the 5-year anniversary of Plush Brains and cartoony gameplay. It's crazy to think that I've been doing this for over 5 years. And granted, while the original uploads for my 2018, 2019, and half of 2020 videos are no longer more, you still have the word that I started mainly started, I should say, in 2018. And you can even find some 2018 dates in some of my older videos if you look hard enough. So, yeah, I do have some big plans, although you're going to have to wait until a later time to find out what those are. So, yes, also, during my vacation, I found out I reached over 2,000 subscribers. Man, I didn't think I'd make it within another year. Actually, no, it hadn't been another year because I hit 1,000 in like June of last year. And then this one was September during my vacation. So, yeah. But still, I do have something planned, and I'm going to try to do it at the end of this year. But for all I know, all will fail. But all I'm going to say is stay tuned a little later down the line, and I will tell you what I have planned. So, with all of this said and done, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. There'll be a link to that down in the description below. I'm sorry if some of this news was not good for you, and I hope most of you understand. And remember, folks, just because I'm going through a lot of bad things right now doesn't mean it's going to be bad going forward. There will be light at the end of this rainbow. Once I recover and once everything clears up, videos will come back. I promise. I will guarantee to be in full swing next year. Well, maybe not. I shouldn't say full swing because there are some adjustments I'm going to have to make for the first part of the year. But that is incredibly secret to the point where I can't tell you right now. More details on that later, much later. But, again, that's all. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you soon.